name is Ron Adams. I'm the owner of Paint Tigers LLC, based out of Dallas, Texas, North Dallas to be specific.
Bruh.
And this truck talks to me, sharing my journey, my experiences, good, bad, ugly, performance, skill sets, whatever. Take something
Brother.
out of it. I hope you do make millions and millions of dollars. If you
Dude, this guy just caught himself. He's like, listen, I need to slow the fuck down. Oh my God. Like, how many cups of coffee have you had? Did you do like a freaking good old 80s rail in the dashboard of your car, you know, before starting the video, or what happens here? Are you a freaking Molly Crew fan? What's going on here?
There's other topics, just throw them away if you don't like them. We're a multi-million-dollar paint company. 2.5 to 3 million is my comfort zone for a year.
Okay.
We may grow out of that one day, but right now, I'm comfortable right there. It's easy to make.
Okay, so first of all, I have no idea what he said in the first 20 seconds. He was just, I have no fucking idea, and I don't even care. When somebody talks to me that way, so incredibly fast, especially a sales representative or a businessman, if they're talking to you that fast, please, like, I don't know. The customer's ears, and my ears for that matter, because again, welcome to the channel in which we recognize that I have been a customer for much longer than I have been a salesman. And to all the customers listening out there, you know that your salesmen have been customers for longer than they've been salesmen. Okay? That's kind of like what this channel is about. It's about understanding each other, okay? And finding common ground, and, you know, how to treat each other with respect for, you know, in order to find the best outcome for both parties, for the customer and for the sales rep, you know? To live in a world in which, you know, there's just this beautiful rainbow, you know, of transactions and honesty, you know, like transactional honesty, you know, honest transactions. Anyway, sorry, man. His cocaine bump kind of like got me a little bit too. Okay.
You can manage it from vacation. There's other paint companies that are 10, 20, 30 million, and I can't speak from their perspective. It's a different skill set I don't have at this time.
So, okay. So a couple of things that I do like. He mentioned like where he's at with his company. He's you know, the 2 to 3 million mark per year. For my understanding, there's quite a bit of profit in painting. If you know, if you set it up correctly. You know, I am, guys, that's one thing that I am not. I am not a businessman. You know, I'm a solid sales representative, but I am not. I don't have the I don't have the skill set to run a business. You know, at least not yet. You know, I'm not there yet. It's like writing code for me. You know, it's like I hit a wall. I have plenty of ideas, plenty of things that I would like to do. I can put together a solid MVP, but when it comes to like taking the step of, you know, making something really happen as a you know, monetize the idea, I think that's a good way to put it. When it comes to the moment in which you monetize your idea, I am not there yet. You know, I will need a partner, I will need a mentor, I will need some guidance, and then, you know, I will be able to monetize the several ideas that I have, because it's not one, guys. I have plenty of freaking ideas that I know. I'm not. This is me just being honest with you guys. Like, I know for a fact if these ideas fell in the right hands, they would be already making money from this. It will be, you know, whether it's a little bit or a lot. That I don't know, but in the right hands, these ideas will be monetized, and they will be a, you know, a second form of income, or maybe their main income. Who knows? But not in my hands. In my hands, they're just, you know, they're just MVPs. They're just sites that I've created, and nothing, you know, nothing is happening. But anyway, I just went on a huge tangent here just because this guy mentioned that his company's making $2 to $3 million a year, which is fine. Then he wanted to say other companies are, you know, way way beyond that, 10 million and blah blah blah, and that he's not there, but he's comfortable, and I love that. I actually love what happened there. I love that transparency. I love that he's comfortable there. I love that he doesn't strike me as one of those guys who needs profit. He doesn't need to break records year over year. Which not to fall into politics or anything like that, but I don't know. When it comes to capitalism, I think where we went wrong is the moment in which we decided that every year we need to beat last year. That's the moment in which we fucked it up for everybody. That's not true, man. Like, if you like this guy, if you hit a solid $2 to $3 million a year, for example, and that's your sweet spot, there's no need for you to continue to try to grow your business. As long as you're stable and your customers, you have a solid customer base, you have they refer you to their friends, their families. You do advertisement just enough to keep your business there at the level. All of your employees are well paid. You're paid. The bills are paid. Everyone's comfortable. Everything's done. Your customers are well taken care of. Why do you need to keep growing? Unless you want to, I guess that's where I'm getting to. Like, there's I appreciate what this guy just did. He pretty much that's what he said without saying it. He said it's perfectly fine to be a $3 million company and just be there. Be there for 20 years. There's no problem with it. Like, there's, I don't know, like, there's this whole culture of just, businesses, like, we need to do better than last year. We need to do better than last year. And it's like, no, man. Like, you just need to treat your customers well and treat your employees well. And, and you need to stay in business. That's the goal. The goal is to stay in business. And if I guess you cannot paint everybody with the same brush. Like, if you are the type of company that wants to grow, or the type of CEO that wants his company to grow, go for it. It is what it is. But there's nothing wrong with what this guy is doing here, which is just, staying at that $3 million mark. Everything, for what he's saying, it's a well-oiled machine, and at $3 million, we're working. Let's roll.
Let's start with employees, painters, 1099 subcontractors. Let's talk about that segment, and let's talk about from the small business owner. As a small business owner, I'm paying and hiring for performance. Can they perform for me? If they cannot perform for me and they're mediocre, we're going to unload them as fast as possible. We pay based on performance. I don't care about longevity.
I don't have a problem with anything he said so far. I guess it all depends on how he implements that, and how quickly, and how he try to correct the issue. Does he train? I guess, does he mentor his people, or does he just like, oh, you had a bad month, get out of here, I guess he's being a little too abrupt in the way that he's explaining things. He's going a little too on the black or white type thing that I do not like. I believe that everything is in a spectrum, everything is kind of like in gray, and he's talking in very extremes. He's talking in extremes here, and not for me, but let's see.
I don't care how long you've been in the paint industry. I don't care how long you've been with the company. You can be with my company for 10, 20 years. If you're not a performance machine, then you're not going to be with us. We're getting ready.
Again, it's like, you can be with my company for 20 years. Like, and if you don't perform, we're going to get rid of you. Like, but what do you mean? Like, if they have a bad week, if they have a bad month, if they have a bad year, what are we talking here? Are you just going to just let them go? What's your approach here? Because, dude, if you have a loyal employee who's been freaking performing for 20 years, like you just said, like, brother, 20 years is a lifetime. Like, 20 years is a long ass time to just, like, oh, you know, if you don't perform, get the fuck out of here. Like, brother, what are we talking about? Are we talking about a week or a year? Are you gonna help him out? Are you gonna try to like salvage that loyal employee, or are you just gonna get rid of them the moment that they have a bad week? What are we talking here, Ron?
Backfill your position, and as soon as we backfill that position, we're probably going to unload you. Employees, 1099 subcontractors. I don't like the W-2 model. It's no longer, that's ancient dinosaur stuff. If you're still doing the W-2 model, you may want to consider modernizing your company. And
brother, first of all, don't say stuff like ancient dinosaur stuff. When I mean most of the delivery of your video is ancient dinosaur, like pretty much everything, the way that you're delivering everything from the moment that the video starts, you sound like an 80s salesman to me, with all the respect. Okay, like you've said a few like always, like anybody, you know, you've said a few things that are, you know, commendable and they're cool, and you know, a couple of nuggets, but for the most part, I mean, you're 75% a dinosaur. Sorry to break the news, man. And what you said about W2 versus 1099, that's I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you there, brother, but to keep it short, you're wrong.
Getting into the 1099 or sub model, and there's different versions of that. We created something called Pipeline. It's a performance model. It worked real great. If you want,
we create something called Pipeline. Like, are you the inventor of pipelines? Again, what are we talking about here, Ron?
Know more about Pipeline, let me know. Get rid of W2 model. It's dinosaur. Don't do it. You're gonna. It's done. It's different.
Get rid of W2 models. You know, don't do it. Don't have employees. Don't, you know. just have independent people that, you know, like subcontractor for everything. Just sub everything. Oh God, sub everything or you're a dinosaur. Jesus.
To stop it. My recommendations. Now that mediocre employee, that mediocre performer, he's just going to drag his feet on that wagon. You're carrying that wagon up that freaking dirt hill. He's going to drag his feet, chill out, drinking Kool-Aid underneath an umbrella while you're carrying him up the freaking hill and you're sweating your ball sack off. Unload him as fast as possible. High performers. Now, couples. We won't hire couples. I've hired couples in the past, married couples, gay couples, boy, girl, girl. It never freaking works out. My perspective. Will never hire another couple in my entire life. Too much emotions running. It's just chaos. Don't recommend ever doing it. As far as,
again, not a business owner, so I'm not, you know, one to say like I wouldn't do it because it doesn't apply to me. But it's all situational. Again, we come back to everything. It's not black or white. It's just there's a spectrum. In this particular case, it seems like he's tried it all. And based on the data that he's collected, when you hire couples, the situation ends up not working out. Therefore, he doesn't hire couples anymore. I got nothing against that. You know, he's done it. He's tried and tried, collected the data, doesn't work, so he doesn't do it anymore. And yeah, I've seen that in the workplace a few times. You know, there can be some drama because of couples working together, and you know, yeah, I don't want to get like into the many reasons why it can be an issue, but yeah, I can see why.
Loaning money to your employees, to your 1099s, to your subs, to your pipelines. Don't loan them money. It's your responsibility isn't their financial management. However they manage their financials, it's not your problem. Don't do it. That money that you're thinking you're going to loan them because you want to be a nice guy, you're freaking insane. You can use that money for more marketing. You can use that money to buy equipment. You can use that money to buy more better quality of life for your spouse, just don't loan money. Make it clear when you hire them, we don't loan money. It's up to you. Just be here at work this time, or this is the job assignment. Don't loan money. Let's go on to the next topic. Let's talk about sales for a second. When I knock on a door, I address each client as Mr. or Mrs. first name. A person's first name is the romantic, most beautiful word.
Mr. Antonio. Mr. Josh. Because he said, Mr. and then the first name is, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
In the English language to that person. Miss Betty, Mr. Tom. Knock, knock, knock. Hi, Miss Betty. My name is Ron with Paint Tigers, and we're here for an estimate. Miss Betty, Mr. Tom. You address them, my recommendation. Address them by first name, the most beautiful name.
Isn't that, like, wrong, though? Like, I mean, from a grammatical standpoint, like, grammatical might be wrong, too. I don't know, guys. It's been a long day here, but, I'm pretty sure that's just, he might be trying to be cute or whatever, but yeah, I think the moment that you say Mr. or Mrs., the what follows is the last name, not the first name. But I think he's talking about sales techniques here. He said, let's go into sales. So if he's talking about his sales approach, then that's a different story. Then you can, you can pretty much approach however you want to. But yeah.
Most beautiful word in English language to them. We hyphenate it and make it even more beautiful by.
Now, did he say that the first name of a person is the most beautiful word in the English language to them? Well, that is really cool. I really like that he said that. That's actually a really cool thing to say. I don't think it's true at all. I don't think that my name. I don't think of my name as the coolest. Not the coolest. I don't think of my name as the most romantic name in the English language, like at all. Like it's not even in the top 100. So one of the things that sound cool to say, but it's just not true.
Mr. or Mrs. Mr. Tom, Miss Betty, and it makes it even more beautiful for them, and it hits their ears, and they remember. It stands out in their mind on a psychological level.
Okay, so I kind of lost track of time with the freaking ad, but I guess what he said is that yes, that he uses that as a sales technique because it's something that people remember. He said it's something that people remember, the fact that he referred to them by calling them Mr. or Miss or Mrs. and then just their first name instead of the last name. So it's kind of like a way to separate himself from the rest of reps that come out, which totally cool. Anything like that, anything that can make you memorable while, of course, while being respectful, I'm a fan of, so.
Hey, they got a cane, they're too senior to walk around the terrain or walk up and down whatever. That's probably the only time we won't walk around the project with the client. I don't know their project. I don't know how long they lived there. And one of the first things we say is, how long have you lived here, Miss Betty? 6 months, 6 years.
Okay, so that pretty standard here. So I think like what we're walking into right now is a small crash course on how to conduct a sales call, I guess, like a outside if you're an outside sales representative in for a home improvement company, this is pretty standard, and you do a walk around with a customer and talk about the project. And one of the very first things that some people ask, I personally don't, if the appointment has been scheduled, I do trust my admins that they already made sure that the person that I'm speaking with is either the homeowner or the power of attorney. So, however, I do still ask the question, but I do not ask what he says. He asks, how long have you lived here? And if you really want to ask a question for the reasons that he's asking it, which is, I need to know if this person is the homeowner, or and at the same time, it's an icebreaker. What you want to truly ask is, so how long have you owned the home? Because again, not the company they work for, but other companies that do not qualify the lead properly, and turns out you're talking to a renter. So when you ask how long have you lived here, and they've rented the home for 3 years, they're going to answer 3 years. But if you ask how long have you owned the home, they're going to reply, well, actually I don't own, I've been renting for 3 years. Now you know that you need an appointment with the homeowner, not the renter. Unless the homeowner has already arranged that with you and lets you know, like, hey, my renter's going to be there. He'll walk you through what you need to look at, and then just email me the proposal. Which kind of sucks, but gotta do it sometimes, guys. So, but yeah, have you owned the home? How long have you owned the home? Better than how long have you lived here? Because we'll come back to the same thing. Gray area.
60 years. Great, Miss Betty. You're going to have all the answers to all the questions I'm going to need answered. Let's go ahead and start walking around. As we're doing the walk around, we're creating that reciprocity. I don't know what the fucking psychological word is. We're creating that bond. We're also romancing that client.
Building report. I think that's what he was referring to. Just like we're building rapport.
We're finding out more about them.
Getting to know each other.
How many painters you've talked to? What colors you considered? How long ago was the roof replaced?
Okay, so this is cool. I like this because I can kind of like give you guys my opinion on training, I guess, and how you should approach certain situations. So he said, like he'll learn like how many painters have you talked to. Now let me give you a little background. This only goes for one call closers. Like if you are going to go and swing for the fences and try to close it during the first call, which again, it's not my style anymore, and I am more successful than I've ever been. But if you are going for that, or if your company really pushes for you to be one call closer, you do not want to ask, how many other quotes have you gotten? For example, you do not want to ask, well, have you gotten any quotes? Or, how many have you gotten? You want to stay away from any idea that will plant a seed in their brain that creates a tree full of fruits. And these fruits, when you take a bite of them, they tell the customer to get other quotes. Okay, so you want to stay away from anything that might trigger an impulse from the customer to get other proposals if you are trying to one call close them. Because maybe you are their first proposal, and if you shut the hell up and don't ask that question, and you go through your process and you not get out of the park, and they like it, again, we come back to the same thing. They like you, they trust you, they feel comfortable with you, and your price fits their budget, guess what's going to happen? You're going to make a sale. But if you ask the question, well, have you gotten any other quotes? Or how many other quotes have you gotten? Then they're going to be like, well, actually, I haven't gotten any. You're the first one. So as I always hear, I need to get at least 3. Now you talked yourself out of a quote, and that's the last thing that you want to do. So one call closers out there, never ask, have you gotten any other quotes? Just don't ask anything that can plant that seed, please.
Are we going to have a roof leak is one of the things I'm thinking about. I see this damage in this wall or in this exterior. Was there plumbing issues or something happened? Has that been fixed? We don't walk around the project without the client with us. If they can't make time to walk around the project with me, then they're not the right client for me. We also don't sit in our...
Oh, damn. You might be missing on a lot of money. You might be missing on a lot of money, Ron. Ooh, that's man, that's a lot of money. I'm pretty sure he's just BSing, man. I'm calling him out on that one. There's no way that he's turning down every customer that does not walk around the house with him. There's no way, dude. That's too much money. That's just too many customers. Way too many people that are not going to get up and walk around the house with you. Way too many people that sometimes are not even present at the appointment and they still tell you, please proceed, take a look at everything. I'm serious, I'm just at work. You know how many hundreds of thousands and probably by now I'd say well over a million in sales that I never ever even saw the customer in my career. I don't know, dude. Let's go crazy. Maybe, I don't know, maybe millions, guys. So yeah, no, this guy, yeah, nah, I'm not buying that one, Ron. Sorry.
Truck, when we're building an estimate, we'll sit at their freaking kitchen table. We'll insist on a bottle of water, glass of water, and we're going to make them feel, hey, I'm doing this for you. I need to sit down. We need to work this out. I'll work it out in front of you. I have nothing to hide.
Okay, yeah, and this is when not only it's my video getting too long, but everything. He's an 80 salesman, guys, and yeah, he's just like pretty much everything that I do not do anymore. And I mean, in all honesty, I never really did anything that he's saying as he's saying it. I was forced to learn from people like him at the very beginning of my career. But let's just say that when I was on my own, I always, had my own way to approach people. And this is not it. This is not it, guys. The whole, tricking, forcing the customer to take walks around with you and then ending up at the kitchen table and asking for the glass of water so that they, feel that they've done something for you, so now, it's okay for you to do something for them. Like, you've lost me already, Ron. I'm sorry, man. That's why you are probably stuck at the $2 to $3 million. You said that you're okay with it, and now after listening to 17 minutes of you, I know that that's BS, and you would love to probably be a 30, but you can't because you're limited by your own beliefs and your own practices as a business owner. And yeah, man, now I find them more funny than ever. The fact that you said, the whole dinosaur thing when you happen to be the biggest dinosaur that I've come across so far, I think, out of all of the videos that I've made. And I'm sorry because I was kind of excited because you were going through a sales process, and I was, I wanted to kind of like talk about what's right and what's good, what's not, and kind of like, do a little, I don't know, a little training together, Ron. I wanted to partner up and do a little training together, but it's like, it's like the sun and the moon, brother. We'll never really see each other. So anyway, guys, that's it for this long ass episode of Customers and Customers, the channel in which we all come together. Sometimes we vent together about our experiences with salespeople, our experiences with customers, and sometimes the customer learns, sometimes the sales person learns, and so we go. Channel is super young right now. Probably nobody's gonna watch this video, at least for a long time. So here I am talking to myself. Bye.